Alrighty, we'll be getting started in a couple minutes here. Just letting everybody else log in, get ready for the training. And we're going over eBay. And VAs and outsourcing to prep centers. Got a few more minutes. Let me make sure that everybody's settled in and we're ready. All right. If you're just getting in, we're just starting, so you haven't missed anything. We're doing the 90-day challenge, 0 to 2,000 to 6,000. And this is session 7 of 8. Yes, we have one more session to go. Daily reminder is review your mindset, why you're doing the business daily. Follow your work schedule. Make sure you're sourcing and listing daily. Did you create any bundle ideas? Did you list or sell any bundles or multi-packs, which we went over last week, 2 weeks ago, sorry. Have you been sourcing your bundle? I'm reading it again, I apologize. Where did you source this week? How many listings did you create? Have you been tracking your profit numbers? How many sales did you have this week? And did you follow your schedule? That's very important. All right, we're getting into outsourcing to a VA, which is a virtual assistant. Why do we? Multiply yourself, multiply your production, multiply the profits. Because if we get somebody else that can take the low-hanging fruit, that allows us to work more on the big stuff that we can't outsource. But by getting a VA, then we can get help on the small things and eventually get more assistance. The risk, access and exposure, time and timelines, sorry. It's a rough day today, but that's okay. Money in your budget, your expectations, and doers versus thinkers. Doers, they can do the simple tasks that don't require a lot of thinking. A thinker is critically thinking is required to complete the task. Like I give a task, say creating a listing or writing a description. These can be done by the low-hanging fruits, by a doer. Critical thinking means that if I want them to create an email, that requires thinking about what the task is and getting it completed. It also is a more of an elevated job specification. Then you got a specialist, got a VA that can do paid ads for me, create funnels, add copy, graphics, and project management items. So each level is a higher paying job. Doers are your lowest paying job. Thinkers is your next level that can figure out how the business is running, and if it's running efficiently, then you're specialists. Outsourcing to a virtual assistant's mistakes. Not knowing what you want to outsource. Write out what you do every day, week, and monthly. This is so you understand how to source your VA. Sort the easy to the hardest jobs. Determine what skill is needed to do that task. Write a list of skills you need in your business or on your team. Determine how you want to outsource individual, a VA company, or another service. We have multiple ways to go with this. You just need to avoid the mistakes of hiring somebody when you don't know what you want them to do. You don't know what their skills is. So we're trying to walk you through so you don't make many mistakes that other people have made. Unorganized interviews and process. This is always very important. So you create an interview process. Determine what you do and don't want, determine what you do and don't want your VA to do. He needs to be an English speaking, experience rate. Has he dealt with e-commerce before, or is he brand new? Rate, location, and the desired hours and desired skill we want when we hire a VA. Hiring cheap and expecting everything doesn't work that way. We have to have a precise description of what we want the VA to do. Otherwise, we're throwing money to get nothing in return. Not establishing your expectations. Like, we don't want to walk down the same road as other people are. Come up with your work schedule, touch base and communication, and then emergencies, how they can get a hold of us if they ran into a roadblock or emails aren't going out like they should. You just have to be precise and make sure that you're able to work with the VA. It's just like an extension to your arm. Other mistakes, not diversifying tasks across the business. What if you train a VA to do everything and then they quit? Not good. Consider matching VA's skills to the tasks you need completed. They will be happier doing something they enjoy Consider recording the training so you can hire and cross train additional VA. So what I'm referring to is when we're searching for a VA, we want to come up with a video explaining everything in detail of what we expect, and then they understand what we're trying to accomplish by hiring them. Not setting up VAs correctly. Make sure your VA has access to all the tools and resources they need to perform their job. Create a checklist of everything they will be doing and need to be able to access. Also, make sure the VA has access to you, meaning I need to be in communication with them. They have my phone number or they have my Zoom address. They can get in contact with us, or even Skype. These are the correct ways we're trying to help you set up, and we'll go from there. Not allowing enough time to get the VA up and going. A lot of times you're in a hurry, you're trying to do too many things, and you're not taking the time to really understand what's going on and actually doing it. You have expectations, but you're not allowing the VA to understand the way your mind is going and what they need to do. Another mistake is not listening to the ideas and feedback. Remember that over time, your VA will be performing repetitive tasks regularly and may have suggestions or ideas on how you can streamline it and simply or improve the business process. Be open to listen to their ideas. All right, what I'm talking about is when we're hiring a VA, like I went over before, the 3 different ones, the doers. You want to take the time. It's not a rush job. Your VA is a human being. He needs to be treated as a human. Give them the information, give them your vision, and when they respond back to you, take what they're saying to heart, and you will come up with a long-term VA. They are helping you build your business and celebrate your wins with them. Everything is great when you are both on the same page. And it also gives the VA an incentive to work even harder to help you meet your end goal. Steps to get started with the VA. Document business process. You gotta record your SOPs, standard operating procedure. That was the task, Viva, Loom, or similar tools. I refer to Loom because it's a free video capture and it works very nicely. Research your VA companies and apply or set up an account. We have Upworks. You can place a position for a VA, or you can just have them do small chunks of what you want. Freelancers, that's another way where you can post your jobs and people will respond to it. Online Jobs PH. This is a Filipino company. And we just post job descriptions there and tell them exactly what we're looking for and then have people apply to it. Replace Yourself is another posting where you can hire a VA, and Zirtual is another one. VA, test, trial, submit, small task. Small task to complete, sorry. I need to get a drink of water. All right, hiring. Review the results. Make a decision. Is it going to work out or the person going to work out? Make an offer. Monitoring their work. Daily, weekly in the beginning until you're comfortable and your VA is comfortable with you and is productive. Then check in 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. I'm always on top of it, and I would give them assignments, listen to their feedback, and understand that I have already gave them a job. Usually I get 2 to 3 people or even more, so you give each one the same task and see which one comes back with their best results on the test or that they completed it. And then you release them. Things you can't, things you can have a VA do. This is a low-hanging fruit, and it's also for the thinkers. So you just need to get it all wrote down what you want. We use them for product research. Use a thinker for creating listings, searching for private label product ideas is priceless. But if you don't let them know what you're trying to accomplish with them and your business, they could be all over the place. Use them to create t-shirt designs. Have them do your customer service. Another one is a thinker to create your website. Fulfill Shopify orders. Again, list on eBay. Have them list on Walmart. Handle email list. Very important, because the money is in your list. So this is more of a specialist area. You can have them research for cashback, rebates, sales, coupons, and clearance. Now, they have access to the internet just like you and I do. They can do the research and then return a file to me with the highest rate on cashbacks, what sites have cashback on them or rebates, the sales that you have made, and you want to make sure you're getting all the cashback you are entitled to, coupons, and clearance. they're always, especially right now with COVID, there is a lot of stores that are having to close because they don't have the employees, or they've been shut down for 3 months and just can't keep up with the brick and mortar stores. Now I'm going to shift from a VA to outsourcing to a prep center. What is a fulfillment center? It is a company or a third party logistics warehouse where incoming orders are received, processed, and filled. They will handle all of the tedious jobs. I'll go through this and then I'll come back and re-emphasize it. What can they do for you? They can unpack the boxes, check for damage inventory, labeling products, bundling products, and bagging products, preparing them to be shipped out. Certain items will need to be bubble wrapped, and then they box and ship it. Okay, what I'm saying here is that I usually ship in, when I buy merchandise from a warehouse or a wholesale company, instead of them sending it to me here at the office, I turn around and have it shipped into a VA company, a prep center. We use John Bowler. Then I have him inventory it, check everything like I was saying, the damaging, and then tag, bag, and ship. What I'm referring to on Amazon, they need the SKU number on it. But with our eBay, we just need them to label the products, label the shipment, bagging products if it needs it. I sell teddy bears and stuffed animals. I always want them to be in a poly bag. So all you do is stipulate with your prep center how you want it boxed and packed and everything. And they're real good about it. Even if you don't require it, a lot of times they do. Pack it in a poly bag just so that everything gets to the customer in brand new condition, no smelling of other things that got in the warehouse, and you have a happy customer, and they'll come back and buy from you again, which is very important. Outsourcing to a prep center. A fulfillment center gives us the ability to scale our business in the future. The benefit of using the fulfillment center: warehousing your merchandise, very important no matter where you're at. I don't have to touch the merchandise. They will warehouse it. They might charge me fees, but it'd be less than anywhere else I could have them shipped to. They'll pay personal attention to our products. They can customize an order, which when we do bundles, everything gets shipped into the prep center. Then we send them a description and which items go where. This is what I say, a customization. They'll pick them, prep them, pack them, and then ship them. And by using a prep center, it reduces my shipping costs and my storage rate. Then kitting. You're probably wondering what in the world is kitting. It's a word that we use within the manufacturers, the prep centers. Again, I'm referring to getting the item that just sold, make sure it's all prepped correctly, bag it, put it in a box, label it, and ship it out to my customers. And advertisements. I really don't know if you understand, but a prep center takes away a lot of the headaches. We were talking about a VA earlier, which is taking items off of my plate so I can focus on other items. I'm doing the same thing with the prep center. Other benefits, no shipping plan needed, no need to send labels. Sending your product information to the prep center is easy and fast. State of the art machinery, packing. They have shrink wrap and all that. They determine which is best. They got bubble machines and everything, so it's actually hands off for me, which I love. No need to fill your garage up with products or pay for warehousing them. Very important to understand right out of the gate. You're only one person. There is a limit on what you can do. So again, we were referring to VAs. They can assist you in growing your business faster and at a consistent rate. Cheaper than hiring employees. Growing your business. Even if you still work full time, you still can run a part-time or full-time business by outsourcing them, freeing up your time, giving us more time to focus on the big stuff and getting your merchandise to the customer quickly. Once you outsource to the prep center, you only need to focus on finding profitable products that you can help grow your business. You always, like we went over earlier, the VA, the descriptions of what your jobs were. The doer was picking up the easy things. The thinker was doing research, and the specialist was doing the private label, the detail stuff that you really need done. So we're taking the same position when we're looking for a prep center. And they will do this exactly what you want if you have an SOP, so they know exactly what your standard operating procedures are. We recommend My Fulfillment Team Prep Center. We can go take a look at what that looks like, I think. There we go. How the system works, the fees and questions. This is a company we recommend, My Fulfillment Center. We'll take a quick look. They have the descriptions and everything right here. We also allowed to do international sales, register with them, get access, and ship products in, but you don't ship them in until you have a complete setup with them so they know what you're expecting. They know when it's coming. Yes, this time of the with COVID and everything, we are receiving and shipping stuff more slowly than we were before the pandemic. Let me double check on questions before I continue. But I wanted to come back to the prep center and explain exactly what we're doing and what we want the company to do for us. My reasoning with the outsourcing to a prep center, it's the biggest thing. You don't have hundreds of boxes in your house, not being able to get to the rest of the office and so on, which I didn't do at the beginning. When I started in 2014, everything came to the house and then I bag shipped and packed them off to wherever the customer lived. This is freeing up my time, giving me more time to focus on the harder stuff, or if I'm creating a private label product to sell. And with the prep centers, you can sell on all the multiple e-commerce platforms. And I'm referring to eBay, Walmart, Sears, Target. We can even sell on Wayfair and Hayneedle. So when I'm talking about freeing up your time, this allows them to fulfill the orders while you're setting up the accounts at Walmart or Target, Etsy, all these that are able to work with us on e-commerce products, and it allows us to reach a multitude of sites. And it frees us up to do this, and it's a great opportunity to pay it forward instead of having to hire local people to help you get your merchandise packed and shipped. This, you're going strictly to the prep center. They're cheaper. They're set up to do this for you. And as I said earlier, have your standard operating procedure for them. See if there's any other questions or kind of yeah, you can use any prep center you want. This is just a prep center that we've used in the past and have a relationship with them. I know there's a prep center here in Florida. It is reasonable because I'm in the same state and it's got a good response to it, but you don't have to use this fulfillment center. You can do your research and pick it out. I just know John has done a good job for us in the past. One thought there was another question. Oh, the VA. All right. What was the question again? Yeah, I'm using onlinejobs.ph, and you post what you want the VA to do, give a detailed description. It's really similar to what you want when you're hiring an employee that is local. Reason we go to the VA out of state, it is cheaper to hire them. They have a big building and people that you can source through, similar to fiber, which we're able to use too. Let me jump back, I'm sorry. Fiber, you can get a $5 gig done, but you can also post your jobs there. And don't be afraid to give them detailed description. Because I'm looking to hire VAs that understand what I'm trying to do and that they are doing the adequate job that I need to do. And submit with them a very detailed task and see which one covers your needs the best and is at the right price. Was that, did that answer your question, Dan? Let me know in the chat. Yes, I know it's a delay in getting and receiving them. You sending me a message and me responding. Oh, okay, I covered that. All right, thanks, Dan. All right, well, any other questions? All right, next week, increase the number of items you listed last week, double it for this week, review your why, and daily target the numbers daily. Also, we always have the Q&A sessions twice a week, Tuesdays at 9:30 Central Time. Rewatch this video, rewatch this section video. Check the membership sites for resources, templates, and join the Facebook group. And again, our Q&A session is 9:30 p.m. Central Time and Saturday at 2 p.m. Central Time. Always there. We're always manning it. We're there to help you grow your business. And a reminder, if you're not a member of the Academy, this gives you a great opportunity to get weekly training, the Q&A sessions, a free quarter coaching session, exclusive membership sites. And I don't want to cut it short. If we have more questions, anything I can do in more detail, I'll give you a couple minutes to get your questions in. And be sure that you post your questions in the Facebook group. We're more than happy to help you at that time. All right, I don't see any more questions coming in. I hope this was a blessing to you. And I'll see you the same time, same back channel next week. Next week is our final session. Now, hopefully you've got multiple value out of these. Again, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.